I was standing in my new kitchen, still smelling like fresh paint and cardboard boxes, when I opened a certified letter with my name on it. It was from my parents. They were suing me. Not just asking for help, not arguing, suing. They wanted me to sign my house over to my sister, and on top of that, pay them hundreds of thousands for raising me. For a second, I thought it had to be a joke. It wasn't. I had worked for that house. Years of overtime. Skipping vacations. Living cheap when everyone else upgraded their lives. Every payment? Mine. Every sacrifice? Mine. So when I told my family the case got dismissed a few weeks later, I expected silence at worst. Instead, my dad casually asked how many bedrooms the house had. Like he was browsing. My sister stood beside him, smiling in that way she always did, like something already belonged to her. Must be nice, she said. A few days later, my dad called again. Formal tone. The kind he used with strangers. We need to talk about something important. My mom was in the background, already emotional. Then he said it plainly. Your sister needs stability. That house would be perfect for her. You can manage somewhere else. I laughed. I actually laughed. Because the alternative was realizing they were serious. The next morning, the lawsuit arrived. They wanted the deed transferred. They wanted me to keep paying the loan. They even wanted a written apology. My sister had written a statement claiming I took her opportunity. Like a house was something you just claimed. That's when something clicked. This wasn't new. At 16, I was working late shifts while my sister had parties thrown for her. At 18, I was told to figure life out on my own. But somehow, her dreams were always funded. Mine were always my responsibility. So I stopped arguing and started preparing. I gathered everything: old payslips, rent receipts, loan documents, bank statements. Every proof that this house, was built by me. I organized it all into one file. If they wanted to fight, I wasn't showing up empty-handed. The day of court felt surreal. They stood together, looking like a united front. My mom looked emotional. My sister looked confident. Like the outcome was already decided. Their lawyers started talking about family values. But facts hit harder than feelings. When it was my turn, I didn't say much. I just showed the truth. Years of work. Years of independence. Everything documented. The judge listened quietly, then asked one simple question. When was this agreement made? There wasn't one. Because it never existed. A few moments later, it was over. Case dismissed. Just like that. Outside the courtroom, everything fell apart for them. Anger. Blame. Drama. But for me, something else happened. Silence. The kind that doesn't feel empty, just peaceful. They didn't stop immediately. There were attempts, online posts, pressure, drama. But this time, I didn't fold. I set boundaries. And for the first time in my life, I didn't feel guilty for protecting what I earned. A year later, the house is still mine. And it finally feels like home. Not because of the walls, but because of the peace inside it. Some families say family comes first. But sometimes, what they really mean is control comes first. I learned the difference. If the people closest to you tried to take what you built, would you give in or stand your ground?